Hey everybody, welcome to the Entertaining Pudding YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Digital Our Worlds at War Superman. It's from the Our Worlds at War crossover series. I think it happened in 2000 and 2001. I may have like one or two issues from the entire crossover. I wasn't really collecting back then. I was doing other things in my life at that point, but I had a couple issues and I liked the black behind the S. So, and I remember the cover that this is taken from with him with the eagle on the arm. So I figured why not pick him up? He's pretty cool looking. So let's take a look at the box here on the outside. As you can see, it's McFarlane Digital Superman, the nice S shield, DC, Superman and the eagle in the box there. You can see his hands. We'll get to that, of course. The side, nothing. The back, it's got classic Clark Kent pulling his shirt open to reveal the giant S shield with the black background. So, back then I didn't like it. I thought black is just not. It's not Superman. It's like him wearing the black outfit in when he had after the death of Superman when he came back, and he wore the black outfit for a short time while he's regenerating. But it was cool looking. But Superman wearing black just doesn't. I don't know. It's a little too dark for him. Literally and figuratively. On this side, we got Superman, Our Worlds at War. And back to the front. And there we go. Pretty basic packaging, but pretty interesting. With the artwork on the back, I'm not sure what issue that's from or the artist, but I do like it. All right, that's it for the outside. Now let's get to the inside. Let's get inside and get him out. All right, here's Superman, Our Worlds at War out of the box with his accessories. Let's see what he comes with here. First, he comes with a couple hands. They are more of a relaxed, not quite grasping hands. Nicely detailed in the knuckles. The hands is always nicely done by McFarlane. You can see fingernails. This one too, same thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, of course, the eagle in the room is the eagle. He does not stay on his arm. I've tried that, so don't get your hopes up for that. But he's nice and detailed. Look at the feathers. I want to focus on that head. Here we go. I was almost there. Pretty cool. Very detailed. And he comes with a McFarlane digital card. From Toys Digital. There's a bunch of stuff you can do with it. Redeem a code. I just don't know. It's not something I'm going to do. Not something I'm really interested in. Comes in with this other card. This is more of the standard card. It comes with all McFarlane's. There's a picture that's on the back of the box here. And on the back, we have a write-up about Superman. Real name, Kal-El Clark Kent. The Man of Steel is not impervious to harm. He is weakened and will eventually die if exposed to kryptonite, radioactive remnants of his old homeworld. He has no defense against magic, and his mind will succumb to sufficient psionic assault. But his real vulnerability is his dependence on yellow solar radiation. Deprived of it, he becomes a mere mortal. I'm assuming that comes into play during the Our Worlds at War miniseries. Here we go. Yeah, things happen. There, all back together. Well, that does it for him and his accessories there. Now we're going to take a look at the figure himself. We'll take a look at the sculpt and the paint apps. Take a closer look at him. It's time to get a closer look at the sculpt and paint apps on Superman from Our Worlds at War here. First, we'll start with the face, which is, I would say, unique. He's got some eyebrows that won't quit. He's got a very, very lantern jaw, very blocky head. But it's the stylized Superman that it looks like in the comic books. So it's well done. The eyes are done well. The lips, the dimple in the chin, that's pretty cool. The S on the chest is raised and sculpted, not just painted. So I love when they do that. It's always cool. We get down to the trunks. They got some black on them and some red. I think that red stripe is just there for effect. Musculature is always good. Boots are separate, so there's no worry about paint lines there. Nice sculpt boots. I think they're pretty standard Superman boots. Belt nicely done. Here's something I like, the black on the back of the cape. That's pretty cool looking. That's well done too. It's nice and big, prominent on the back of the cape. The cape is well done. Of course, it's not wired or cloth, but it's nice for what it is. Take a look underneath. There's Superman butt. Really well done, especially for a stylized comic representation of Superman. I don't have anything that's really quite as cartoony as he is in my Superman collection. I don't have a vast collection. I've got maybe 8 or 9 Supermans, but I don't know. I like him so far. Let's take a look at his articulation next. Oh, I might as well just do it right now while I got him out. Let's check it out. His head does nothing. I mean, it does spin 360, but as far as neck, no movement. Arms, no bicep swivel. I can see that already. The Jugu 360 spin. And they've got a not quite even go 90 degrees on this arm. Let's check this one. Of course, it spins, no bicep swivel. 90 degrees. Let's check out his torso. Not much there. Not much at all. Legs, of course, all McFarlane legs can do the Van Damme splits. And they don't know thigh cut for swivel there, but it does swivel in the socket a little bit. Knees, looks like they're double jointed. Yep, they're fully double jointed. Foot, toe. Yeah, foot spins and pivots. He's got some big feet, big legs. He's just oversized. That's about it for his articulation. The cape, of course, does nothing. I didn't do his waist. Let's see. Waist, a little bit. It's not very articulated. That's a little disappointing. I mean, I'm going to display him just standing. And I was going to put the eagle on his arm, but I can't seem to get that done either. So that's a little disappointing. So we'll see how I feel about this figure. We're going to put him next to a couple other Supermen and get size comparison. And then get him in a couple poses. And then that'll probably be about it. So let's get him in size comparison with some other Supermen. Here he is next to my favorite, the Christopher Reeve Superman from DC Multiverse. He's got a little trunk problem going there. Let's see if I can fix that. The rubbery trunks, they get caught up in his leg. I don't want it to bust. You're seeing real-time figure manipulation here. You see the problem there. These are problems sometimes. Well, I'll have to get something in there that looks a little better. But that's how they look together. You can see I like the blue on this Superman a little better, but like I said, he's a little more comic booky. He looks pretty good standing there straight. Good looking with this Superman. Here he is next to the Henry Cavill Superman from, I think it's Batman vs. Superman. Here he is with the most modern Superman, the David Cornsweet one from the 2025 Superman movie. And here he is next to Doomsday. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy these. I know I'm an amateur, but the few people that do watch, I hope you enjoy them. And maybe if you're interested in the figures, maybe you'll take a look at the ones that I look at, or if you're not interested, maybe you'll become interested. You never know. So I appreciate anybody that watches. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Thanks again.